The Heritage Masquerade Festival, Egungun Festival 2023 is on. It would have kicked off over the weekend on Friday and Saturday with the street ceremony procession. And now we get ready for the ancestral Osane Festival. And the ancestral festival and the Osane Festival. This morning I want to welcome from the Omodu Oduwa Institute, Andy Patrick is joining us on set, as well as His Highness Bamidele Bajua. Good morning to you, gentlemen. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning. Thank you.
Welcome to the Now Morning Show. All right, so first of all, Andy, tell me a little bit about the Heritage Masquerade Festival.
Heritage Masquerade Festival was come about around 2007. Our annual festival is over 40 years old.
Okay.
Due to our trip to Nigeria and back, they asked us to do this festival, which I get initiated into, right? I'm also the head of the Black Indians, and we incorporate the both. This is why we say Heritage Masquerade Festival. So we'll have a lot of traditional mass with us.
Yeah.
And we have Egungun Festival, where we have Egungun Masquerade with us too. It was...
So the one in Nigeria is the Egungun Festival?
The one in Nigeria, yeah.
Okay. So, Your Highness, can you tell me about the Egungun Festival and the origins of it?
The Egungun Festival started according to the oracle of Ifa. When Egungun was coming from the spirit world, Egungun came to the land of the Edos. And there, Egungun did many, many blessings for the people. In doing many, many blessings for the people and the king at that time, according to the oracle, requested that Egungun come back to them regularly.
Right.
And through making their offerings, Egungun continues to do that. People that need children are having children. People that are farming and having better yields in their crops. At last, the people continue to celebrate Egungun to represent the ancestors.
Right.
We, in each family that wants to represent their ancestor through the heritage, will build a costume and gather all the priesthood together, gather the families together, different households, and we're celebrating every year the Egungun Festival. Through the festival, we are able to do offerings and ceremonies and remembering those who are gone in the past.
Yeah.
According to the Ifa oracle, Ifa said, Egunguta dash ofuning beni. It means the ancestors that we remember are the ones that are going to support us. So we know there are much blessings in honoring our ancestors, remembering them. For example, look at it. A parent that brought you into this world, care for you as a little child,
right,
and raise you. When they die and go back to the spirit world, they have not gone. They are still there, doing those things that they've done for us by having us into this world. It is a very good thing to honor our ancestors. We look at every culture. Every culture honors ancestors.
So tell me, why was it so important for you to travel from Nigeria to Trinidad to be able to be a part of this celebration?
When I was initiated long time ago, the oracle told me that Egungun is going to take me a long and far places, that I should not forget the Egungun. And I remember. And my name, Bamidele means don't forget home, remember home. In the oracle of Ifa, Ifa says, Aye loja, Orunile. Aye is the marketplace. The earth is our marketplace.
Right.
It's the spirit world that is our home. When I'm not forgetting home, I'm remembering the spirit world, and I'm doing those things that my destiny has chosen. So it's an honor for me to be in this land.
Yeah.
I love this land. For years, I have been wanting to come to this land. And it's an opportunity to come and celebrate with the people and feel like, at home, away from home.
Yeah.
I feel like Trinidad.
And you feel the ancestors here as well?
I feel, strongly. It was so nice. It was nice.
Nice, man. So that took place over the weekend. Give me a little recap on how the weekend went.
The weekend went in the form of that in the night we do lectures and having songs and drum play.
Right.
And in the morning period, which is, let me say, from 5:30, so we start preparing to come out on the streets because we're coming out at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
So we come out to the streets and go to the Lavender statue.
Right.
The purpose of it is because the Black Indians is also the mix between the African people and the Amerindian people.
Right.
All right.
The same linking back to the ancestors,
Yes.
like you spoke about. All right.
And what happened is that in Santa Cruz itself, as you know, it had many estates, Stolmaya, the Arangwes, and all of them.
They still have plenty of estates.
Right.
Yeah.
And they had slaves there.
Right.
But before they were slaves, the statues, the significance of the statue is saying that this Spanish guy, this one story, this Spanish guy went and informed the governor about the overthrow going to take place by the Amerindians themselves.
Right.
And they fled. They say between the statue and the house there's an underground tunnel. They fled through the tunnel. At that time, that river is called Aquacora. And that river had what they call boats to circum up it.
Okay.
So they get in the boat. I mean, since I'm a little boy, the water meeting me down by my foot, so I don't know how it is. But then understanding that St. Joseph had the same situation because that was the first capital,
right,
as they say. So they fled, and then they came back and they wiped out the Amerindians, as much as them the thing. And what they say is that the fellow who they put up on his statue, the Spaniards and them make him a hero, but the Americans call him a traitor.
He's an informer,
right? He's an informer, you know. So they didn't. It didn't go well with him based on one story.
So then why do you all meet at that statue?
Right. Well, because that is with our ancestors too. Around there.
So because they were slaughtered there.
Apart from that, around the Santa Cruz area,
right,
you have a lot of what they call Amerindian people.
Right.
But what happened is that what we call the yellow people, what happened is that the African people, remember, they interbreed and breed out the
purity.
The purity.
The purity, yeah.
They see more chocolate now.
Right.
Right? And we of that region, knowing that our tradition and our culture will not die and it will never die. So we keep that remembrance just as they keep September 11th in Europe.
Right. So I understand that you also have some celebrations coming up in Diego Martin tomorrow and Tuesday and Wednesday.
Part of our culture, we must go to the source of civilization, which is the mother, right? The mother of the sweet water, because we all need sweet water in order.
Sweet water?
Well, we call water itself, but we have salt water and sweet water, which is the river water.
Okay, all right, cool.
Right?
I will tell you now. Go ahead.
and the river water is the sweetness of life, where the mothers are.
Right.
So we pay homage to the mothers and our ancestors down there, because himself, Diego Martin was a plantation too. So it's all over that we're going to pay that homage where our ancestors fought and died.
Yeah. Before we wrap, any closing words you want to share with Trinidad and Tobago as you're here?
I will use one of his statements he just made to wrap up, to say, through the oracle Ifa said, Orisha, tá bá fojú ọmọ mọ̀, kì í parun. Ifa said the Orisha that we share and show to our children will never die, which means it's to encourage all to share the heritage with their children.
Yeah.
Because the children are the ones that are going to move it up. If my grandfather is the one that I would say helped me a lot to realize my destiny, because he keeps stressing to me, son, when you were born, your entire says you are going to be a priest.
Yeah.
He keeps saying that to me, and that developed my interest in wanting to follow the tradition, which is following my destiny. Every one of us has destiny, and we must at least find our destiny.
Yeah,
we must at least find our destiny.
And we will do the work to make sure and search for that destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, His Highness Bamidele Bajua, representing from Nigeria. Thank you so much for being here this morning with us.
You.
And of course, representing the Omo Oduduwa Institute, Andy Patrick, joining us on set this morning as we celebrate the Heritage Masquerade Festival and the Egungun Festival taking place. We have 2 more celebrations on Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday at Blue Basin, Diego Martin River, and on Thursday at 8 p.m. at Sawa. We're back in Sawa.
Yeah,
back in Sawa on Thursday. All right, we take a quick break and come back with more inside the Now Morning Show. Stick around.
Okay.